It's hard to believe that this day has finally come. My college advisor during one of our last meetings asked me if I thought that this day would never come. That to get here when you're working so hard seems like an almost endless journey. And for me, thinking about how quickly the last few years have passed, but also how slowly they seem to have gone by, everything feels like a bit of a blur. And given our current global crisis, it feels even more surreal. I came to the University of Minnesota in January 2017, uprooting my entire life to follow a passion and a dream. This experience has been humbling, empowering, and one of the hardest things I have ever done in my life. And I have done some hard things in my life. At first, I found it difficult to connect with my classmates, being in my mid-30s in a sea of 18 to 22-year-olds who were still learning to navigate the world around them. I was impatient with and resented those who didn't have to work as much as I did, who could devote themselves to their studies in a way that I couldn't, who on the surface seemed to have it way too easy. But soon, I learned I wasn't the only one struggling. I wasn't the only one working multiple jobs to cobble together financial security. I wasn't the only one dealing with grief, loss, trauma, and undiagnosed mental illness. I wasn't the only one dealing with semester after semester, riddled with challenges and obstacles that at times seemed insurmountable. I wasn't the only one who regularly questioned their self-worth and time again wondered whether or not they were going to make it. And while I find that many of our struggles connect us, there is something much more important that ties us together, especially now: our resilience. It is our capacity for rebounding and resurfacing when we can barely breathe that symbolizes what we all know deep in our souls, but so often have a hard time believing. We belong here, and we made it. And we deserve to celebrate ourselves in this moment. And now, as we all have to drastically change how we live, communicate, and learn, honoring that resilience is more important than ever. If we were at Mariucci right now, I would look out and see a room full of incredible individuals from so many walks of life. First-gen students, students of color, transfer students, veterans, parents, and non-traditional older students like myself. And even though I can't see your faces, I know that no matter where we came from and no matter where we're headed, we have all left an indelible mark, not only on this institution, but on each other. And I know that so many of us will play an important role in soldiering through the challenging days ahead as we emerge on the other side of this crisis. And so, no matter how we got here, or our reason for doing so, we all have worked hard, cried, undergone challenges, but most importantly, we have earned this moment. No matter how long it took you, how many times you may have struggled to stay on course, or how many times you almost didn't make it, what's most important is that you are here now, and you are worth celebrating. Celebrating yourself and this accomplishment however you can is even more important when so much of what we have worked toward and looked forward to has been lost. And so if you're off to graduate school, getting your first job, taking a year off, or just marking the end of this journey by taking a deep breath for the first time in 3 or 4 years, look at yourself and remind yourself that you belong here, you earned this, and you are everything. Congratulations, College of Liberal Arts, class of 2020. You deserve this.